And we are live, so let's take a look at Tesla, VIX, Rivian, Xpeng, NEO from a technical analysis perspective. Hello everybody, I'm Pierre Roberge, the Daily Trader. So Tesla closed up $5.21, that's 2.05%. And let me just make sure that, let me make sure that you guys can see it there. So Tesla closed up $5.21, 2.05%, closed at 259.32. Post-market, we are up by 39 cents. So let's look at what we have here on the chart. So we are coming back above 255.85 today. So Tesla is hanging in there. So there is strength in that stock. I'm going to tell you, there is strength in that stock. We had some weakness yesterday below 255.85. And now we are having a positive day. This is a green day because we closed higher than where we closed yesterday. I spoke yesterday that when we have a break of support with one candle, and if we enter in that direction, so short, then this is a little bit more risky than if we wait for two candles. But sometimes two candles is... we need to wait for that, and sometimes it's one candle. I'm going to tell you a little bit how I make those decisions, because I was considering shorting yesterday. But today I did not do it, and I'm going to tell you what made me not do it. So let's look at the 1 hour chart. So we opened right here on the 1 hour chart. So at 9:30 we opened at 252.03, so which is lower than where we closed yesterday. Okay, that's fine. And then you see what happened during this first hour. It came super high and then was squished down. So, okay, so it started to go positive. It started to go green. And if we go look at the 1 hour chart, this is something that can be useful to do just to understand the dynamics that are going to happen around a certain number or around the beginning of the day. So this one was pretty clear. During the beginning of the day, as I said, we opened at 252.03. This is the first, So the first 5 minutes, we had a green candle. So, you know, I am not one to short when there's a green candle in place. So then the second hour, we had another green candle. So that's just 10 minutes into the day today. So yeah, this is going up, and we had a buyer support at 255.85. So are the buyers going to push it above this? We had a pause, and then we have a break there. So, you know, what is the word I am looking for? The motivation to short was pretty much gone at that point. Then we stabilized a little bit, we came down, but we did not come as low as where we opened during the day. So when we have a new low that is higher than a previous low, well, this is telling us that this is bullish. The thing is bullish. So if you do at that point just a little bit of a line right here on these 2 points, look at what's happening. Boom. This is pretty much, you know, where is the line? Maybe the bottom of the line is right here. So, you know, this is exactly what has been happening. So when I saw that this was not coming as low as where we opened, then this was not bearish, this was bullish, and it bounced on that newfound support, and then it bounced a third time. You know, this is 1, 2, 3. It bounced a third time, and then it stayed above 255. So, you know, there's no point in there's no point in shorting something that wants to go back up. So this is the rationale for not shorting today. That's the rationale. Then now, if we go back on the daily chart, then what does it look like? You know, does it look like Tesla is going to go super high, super fast? Well, Tesla has some hurdles in order to do that. So what we effectively have right now is we have a double downward resistance. So, you know, these two candles right here, I should have done it sooner, but we didn't have to, but now we kind of do. So we have two downward resistance right here. So even though we had a nice day today, a nice green candle, it does not mean that tomorrow it's going to be as nice, because see here, very nice candle, then the next day, boom. And 2 days later, boom. Nice candle, and then boom, boom, boom. So, you know, it's not because we have one candle that the trend changes. We need to have something more significant. And as I showed on the 5-minute chart, we are looking at the lows, and we are also looking at the highs. So the highs are giving us a trend, the lows are giving us a trend, and the trend on the highs is still going lower. So this is our downtrend. This is what it means. So basically, you know, to be convinced that Tesla does not want to go down anymore, we need to break this. If we break this, then it means that we are not going down anymore, but we could be going sideways. So, but at least we are not going down. So this is how we base. This is how we control. This is how we. I'm not sure I want to use the word control, but we manage the randomness in the stock market. So this is what we do on this channel. We manage and we try to eliminate all the risks that we can. As many risks as we can, but there is still risk. If you don't want risk, put your money in your mattress, but then because of inflation, it's going to shrink. But yeah, so the stock market has always an element of risk. But what we are trying to do with these indicators is try to distill the patterns behind a stock. Because if we base our decision on every individual stock, we are going to, oh, okay, this is green, I'm going to buy tomorrow. Oh, this is red, I'm going to short tomorrow. Oh, no, this is green, I'm going to buy. So we are just going to go crazy. So we zoom out a little bit and find a broader pattern. So let's look at our indicators. So we have stochastic at 18. We have the two lines of MACD that are coming down lower and lower and lower. The two lines are above 0, so that's a bullish sign in itself. Stochastic under 60 is a bearish sign. RSI under 50 is a bearish sign. This is why I have these thumbs up or down, the red, green. This is indicating this is good, this is bad. And DMI is also bad. So let's take a look at some Tesla news. So I am doing this live again today because I'm having some problems with my recording software. I won't name the name. Okay, so Tesla news. Tesla officially acquires wireless charging startup. So Rivian, as the automaker, is expecting to launch its own wireless charging platform. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. The cost of the transaction hasn't been disclosed, but as previously reported, it is expecting to be in the high double digits, likely between 50 and 100 million. That's fantastic. I think we can go to another piece of news. There's no editing, so you get what I usually do and edit usually, so you get the raw stuff. Hackers managed to unlock Tesla software locked features worth up to $15,000. Tesla software locked feature. Okay, so these are the features that you can buy. So the free heated seats and full self-driving. So they have, oh, that's quite interesting. Let's read this more here. Tesla has been known for the advanced and well-integrated car computers, from serving mundane entertainment purposes to fully autonomous driving capabilities. More recently, as a result, hacking the embedded car computer could allow users to unlock these features. Wow. They plan to unveil the result of their exploit in a presentation called Jailbreaking an Electric Vehicle in 2023. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Okay, the hack requires a physical access to the computer, and it involves a voltage fault injection attack. So basically they are maybe putting some power somewhere. First, we present how we use the low-cost off-the-shelf hardware to mount the glitching attack to subvert the ASP's early boot code. Wow, okay, so this seems to be pretty complex to do. I'm not sure I would be able to do it. And they claim that their jailbreak is patchable and allows to run arbitrary software on infotainment. Wow. That's so I'm sure Tesla is going to do something about this. Okay, so yeah, let's keep an eye on that. What else? So Tesla is now facing another class action lawsuit, and this time it is related to its overstating of the range of its electric vehicles, which was exposed last week. So we had some news about that not too long ago. So this is a lawsuit. I don't want to spend too much time reading this live, but you can take a look at Electric. That's interesting. Okay, let's go back to the stock. So let's look at the VIX. So VIX had a big move up yesterday, and we are down 0.17. That's 1% down. Closed at 1593. So it's coming down a little bit. You know, this is red, but a red candle only means that we closed lower than where we closed yesterday. That's the only thing that it means. It does not really mean that the trend is lower, because as you see here, we are still, so our candle low is still higher than yesterday's candle low, and the same with the high. So, you know, so the trend is still going up. Maybe it's going to change, but so far it's still going up. So if it's going up, that's not good for the stock market as a whole. Let's look at Rivian. So Rivian, yesterday we had a move down. We broke below 26.91, and basically this is a sideways day. Yes, it's 2% up, but it does not really matter. If we look at the candle as a whole, yes, it's a little bit higher in terms of the highs and in terms of the low, but we cannot, we have not climbed back above 26.91. This is not, this was not possible. The buyers were not strong enough. And okay, it kind of makes sense a little bit when we have a scare like this in the stock market. It, you know, like we had yesterday, maybe things are going to take a little bit of a while for people to recover and start being confident about the stock market. Let's take a look at Xpeng. So we are up 71 cents, 3.77%, closed at 19.54. So this one is rebounding a little bit. I changed my lines a little bit just to showcase what is really happening. So we have a support right here. This is the support that was used yesterday. So we have a support at 18.37. And we are bouncing a little bit higher. We had lost stochastic yesterday. We are gaining it back today. So so we need to see what is happening with this. So right now there is no definite pattern. We have a support line. We don't have a resistance line. Yes, we could say that this is where the resistance is going to be, but we have only 1 point. You know, we have only 1 point. And you know, it does not really, does it fit with the past? Okay, maybe we can find another point. Yeah, see it. Yeah, this is not the best one. You know, this is not the best one. It does not really fit well. So I'm just going to put this here as a space holder, and we'll see what happens. So basically, after a big move up like this and after a draw back down, we need to see where the stock is going to stabilize, and then we are going to be more sure about where is the congestion zone, and it should spend some time in the congestion zone, and then if it breaks resistance, then that's a new information, that's a new impulse we can buy. And if there's a break of support probably 1837, then we can sell. And basically this is what it did here. You know, it had a big move and then it stabilized. And then it was pretty clear that this was the tug of war between the buyers and sellers. The buyers were strong at 1353. The sellers were strong at 1523. And then when we had a break of that, then we just saw the buyers just flood in. And if you hopped on at that point, you know, this was an influx. So this is what we do here on this channel. We don't buy and hold, because buying and holding can be painful for many years. And dollar cost averaging is not really helping, because we are just pouring money into something that goes down. But we catch the waves, and this was a very steep wave. I need to say this, because if we had Xpeng just going higher and higher like this, personally I would have stayed in it a lot longer. But when a stock goes almost vertical, this is not going to last a long time. So as soon as there's a little bit of a pullback, my personal decision is just to get out, because it's just like free money, and the chances of that lasting are lower. It's possible, but it's just lower. So this is Xpeng. We need to see what it is going to do. NIO is one that is pretty special here. So we had a green candle yesterday, and now we have another green candle today. So this one has recovered, even went above and beyond. So right now we see some previous support and resistance at 1590. This is where it's stopping right now. So NIO is clearer. We see that the sellers won at 1590, and the buyers yesterday had one. Let me tell you that number. Had one at 1353. They had one there. So so the tug of war is pretty much established here. So if we have a break above 1590, then this is going to be a push for NIO to go higher. It will indicate that there is enough buyers to push the stock higher. Palantir did not recover today. So after the break of yesterday, so we broke 19 bucks. So we are still lower. We closed at 1871, down 26 cents. So this one is back into its congestion zone between 1690 and oh no, sorry, this should be red, and 19 bucks. Okay, so nothing to do here. It's going to go sideways until it stops going sideways. But you can use the sideways thing. Yeah, I should say this. If a stock can go sideways, and you own some stock, you can sell some covered calls and make money that way. So that's another way of doing it. But yeah, Palantir, everything else in terms of the indicators is great. Nvidia is not recovering either from yesterday that much. Yes, it's up $2.46, but yeah, made a lower high, made a higher low. Okay. And this is starting to really look like a downward channel like this. So this is looking pretty clear, and there's no stochastic over 60. So now is not the time to get in for sure. PayPal, this is atrocious. PayPal, and this is why I tend to be very, very tight with the selling after a big move up, because you know, once you have a drop down like this, this can be just the sign of an avalanche in that same direction. It was not like that for NIO, it just recovered. It was not like that for Nvidia, because the move down was just a little bit lower, but this one here, catastrophic drop. So we won't be touching that one for a while. but that's fine. We are letting it go down, and then we can find another signal at some point. Another imbalance in the market between the buyers and sellers. This is what we are watching and looking for, an imbalance in the market. And that imbalance can last a long time. You know, I am showing you small imbalances here, but if we look at Tesla, you want to look at Tesla? The imbalances lasted for years. So we don't know how long the imbalances are going to last. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But look at this. The imbalance between the buyers and sellers started, well, before that, but I'm just going to talk about after the COVID thing. So April 2020, there was an imbalance pushing the stock up as a whole, very slowly, but it was a slow imbalance, a small imbalance. And it lasted a long time, and it increased in strength, and then it stabilized a little bit higher. Increased in strength, it stabilized a little bit higher, and then it started to fall back down. But it fell back down, guess what? On the same line that we had in 2020. The same line was right there to just pick it up. So this is what we are looking for on this channel, the imbalances between the buyers and sellers, and we are using that to increase or decrease our risk. Okay, so let me go through the indices a little bit to see how they are faring today. I won't go into as much detail. Okay, starting QQQ, we are starting to lose some support that we had, 372.62, losing support, losing stochastic. So this is the direction of the pattern. Dow Jones holding on support, so support at 35,142, 112. So support is holding on this one. S&P 500, yeah, support is holding. We are outside of our bullish channel, so that might, yes, it's only one candle, but that candle is outside. Let's see what's going to happen tomorrow. And we lost stochastic, so we see some weakening here. Nasdaq lost 1406, lost stochastic. So maybe what happened, I don't know, and nobody knows. Nobody knows. Maybe what happened yesterday is just the start of something. Something. I'm pointing down. I don't know. I don't know. Gold going down. Silver was going down also. We are outside of our bullish channel. So that tug of war has ended. We still have support at 8, but the tug of war pushing the stock higher is gone. It's one candle. Let's see tomorrow. Bitcoin going sideways. Nothing to see here. Nothing to do. Ripple. Let me remove my nice drawings. Ripple hanging on by a thread at 66 cents. Look at stochastic. Look at how stochastic plunged. This is always scary when stochastic is plunging like this. US dollar, and then US dollar, you know, it had a nice move, broke 101, and then we have a little bit of a pullback here. We still have a good stochastic, so as long as it maintains itself above 101.989, then it should be okay. And last but not least, NEO is no longer as strong as it was. The buyers are losing, the sellers are winning on that one. So I would let it drop before getting in again. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. Yeah, this is quite interesting to do a live like this during the week. It's less time for me to edit. It takes longer to do it actually, but overall, maybe this is something I'm going to do a bit more often. So I might, I don't know, I'm just rambling here. So I might be doing some lives during the week and some videos depending on how things are going. So anyway, thank you for attending. Thank you for the comments. Let me just read one. So hello Nicholas, hello Tesla Terra. Thank you Andrea. What is the probability we'll be back and retest the lower part? Let me answer that one. Ah, okay. Well, the probability is a little bit higher than the reverse because we don't have stochastic and we are below our downward resistance, downward diagonal resistance. So because of that, these are facts that are pushing towards the thesis that Tesla should be going down. But we are going to change the thesis if the facts change. The facts can change by a new stochastic over 60 and a break of downward resistance. So great. So thank you very much, guys. So have a great rest of your day, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.